not going around the sun. Airy's experiment proved that the starlight was already coming into the Earth at an angle, being carried along by the rotating ether. The Michelson-Gale experiment showed that the ether was going round the stationary Earth one rotation per day. The alternative, that the Earth was spinning one rotation per day inside a stationary ether, is disproven by Airy's experiment. Note to the pedantic, Airy's experiment involved measurements of small angle due to the high 30 km per second speeds of the Earth around the Sun. The rotation of the Earth at the equator is only 45 kilometers and is too slow to register any angle change. These last three experiments are never taught at universities. See, so them universities, that's why these universities are basically set up to tell lies now. See, Jake set them up in the beginning, but they were all about basically the Bible. But then when the white man took over, he used the universities to basically fool the people, man. Right? To push their evolution, to push their madness, man. Since these last three experiments are never taught at universities, so consequently scientists, including most Christian creationists, are ignorant of this evidence for geocentricity. I asked 3 Christian physicists if they had ever heard of them. Not one had. In October 2004, I commented on the UK Creation Forum, and then it just goes in, man. So I mean, there's other information here, but that basically hits the point right there, man. Right? So I mean, that hits the point right there. I mean, brothers can go and look over all this information for themselves, man. There's a lot of information. Obviously, you got to be careful because these dudes, certain things they might go off on. But the core of the matter is there. The evidence is there to prove the core. Okay. So, yeah, I think that's about. Well, let me get these quick quotes right here. This says, what if Kepler's mother, right, because he was one of the main dudes that was pushing that heliocentricity, was a witch, and he was raised a warlock assigned to bump Brer off, right? Brer was a guy who was disproving his work. Wreck his work, steal his records, and twist them to promote Copernicanism and help pave the way for evolutionism, which he wrote about 250 years before Darwin. Because Darwin didn't come up with that evolution. He was just the vessel chosen to basically push that theory forward on the mainstream. Okay? What if Galileo offered no proof whatsoever for heliocentricity, but did all he could to elevate secular science over the Bible science, thereby contributing greatly to the establishment of the mindset that the latter served evolutionism so well? Right? So he was just a demon, man. What if creationists can know that Copernicanism is the demonstrable precursor of evolutionism, both as a Bible destroyer and as the guarantor that the anti-Bible false science establishment would become modern man's criterion of truth itself? Yep. What if the Bible teaches a stationary earth, just like everyone agreed it did until Copernican and finally Newton's Kabbalistic mathematics scared the churches into thinking that science had proof of heliocentricity? What if Einstein's admission that fantasy meant more to him than positive knowledge is demonstrated most powerfully in his relativity hypothesis, that pseudo-mathematical great work of art that rescued a moribund Copernicanism and fostered and revived evolution-based Marxism, Freudianism, and humanism? Because Einstein was a fool, man, and Tesla, who was the guy with the real knowledge, he cursed Einstein out, man, and said, look, the science has gone the wrong way. Science has moved from things which are observable and can be proven to just shit being drawn up on a piece of paper in a fantasy, and then that's what it is. No, that's not real, man. What if mathematics has long since been an art form capable of depicting anything the artist wants? And what if the ultimate artist behind heliocentric mathematics is not men but you know who. Which makes sense because I saw one interview with a Satanist, and he said that basically Satan himself gave Darwin the go-ahead to do what he did, man. Said, what if the Michelson-Morley experiments and scores of other affirmation, particularly regarding the light fringe results, essentially prove no Earth orbit around the sun? Well, that'll fuck your whole world up, wouldn't it? What if relativism, the savior of Copernicanism almost a century ago and the temporary victor over God's absolutism since then, is merely a thick slice of pseudo-scientific baloney and can be shown to be so? Which they've already come out and admitted that Einstein was wrong, man. He was a clown. What if God has allowed the deceptive power of Satan to be great enough thus far to prevent creationists from seeing that Copernicanism, just like evolutionism, has no scientific proof whatever to support its science fiction claims? But right, that's it really. So with that, I hope the brother learned something. I'm gonna put some links up there. You know, anyone that's interested, you can